see audio input?
There you go.
I got the notification. We're live, are we?
We're about to.
We're about to be live. We are almost live. Just about live, but not live yet.
All right, so Facebook's going live.
Almost.
YouTube is live. All right, we're live.
YouTube is live.
Yeah, there we go.
One guy's live.
One guy's live. Come on now. So what you doing over there, bruh?
I'm trying to turn off the volume to my phone so I'm not interrupted. All right. I am the entertainment czar here alone.
We don't have George.
Cheese is over there trying to figure out what to do.
We don't have George. And as much trash as I like to talk about him, like...
he at least can make it record.
All right. So
I wonder if anybody can even hear me right now.
Let's see.
If the audio's even working. I have little faith in any of this. Is that me?
Yep. No, that's me, which is the most important thing. So,
your show.
All right. So let's do this thing. Bam, 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 bam. You need a beer before we get started? So you know what? I think I'm going to do the show from back here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel better.
Oh, that's good.
Not to be
sitting
over
here
there
by myself on camera.
Oh,
You're only getting one beer? You
wait, you're
more
right.
Than that.
You're right. Hey, what the
George
fuck?
is not here. Drink his share.
Yeah, we get to do all those things that we like to do.
You can check out Zombies Eating Sheep this Saturday at Twist Alarm. It's the
my
Brawla
God.
Party Take 2.
Jesus Christ.
In Reverie, Bayou, The Unwilling Commencement, TUC.
No fear. The host
Raise the
is
death
here.
toll. I was doing a good job. You interrupted my commercial.
You're
It's
right.
part of the deal of me doing this show is that I get my fucking commercials.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. We'll get you commercials, little fella. Don't worry about that.
And product placement.
I'll let you do some commercials if...
Probably can't even see it on this GoPro.
Is there...
Shit looking blurry out there, motherfucker.
Anything terrible happened to you this week leading up to the show? That was always my favorite part of the old school podcast. Because back then, it seems like a year ago, bad things were happening to you on a regular basis. And
no, just being friends with you.
it seems like things are kind of clear sailing, but you have a show this week coming up. You are, co-host of the Wine and Cheese Show, so we should give you your due. Y'all have a show, Brawla's birthday party.
The Brawla Bash Take 2.
What?
Can it live up to the sequel? Can
Absolutely
the sequel
not.
live
There's
up
no
to
way.
the original?
There's no way.
I doubt it too, but it won't be for lack of effort on my part.
Who is this Brawla? And what's so special about him that he needs some special birthday party
He's
with
a
10
fucking
bands?
egomaniac.
He is. That's what I'm
it's
finding
my
out.
birthday. Yeah, it's my
Right?
birthday.
That's what I'm finding out.
Yeah, he's an egomaniac.
So
but,
what,
God damn it, who doesn't like a good egomaniac's birthday party?
So this is Saturday night,
egomaniacs throw the best party.
Look, I know that. Saturday night, Zombies Eating Sheep. Your band, Zombies Eating Sheep, will be playing
Not
at
real
Twist
band.
Alarm.
It's not really a real band.
What can we expect? Y'all always like to throw
I'd
curveballs.
expect not real music, not real videos, not real performers, not real anything from us.
You got any fuck ups with your technology or anything?
No, really, I would have had to plug it in and test it to know, which I haven't got a chance to do yet. So.
I heard you mention that.
Dude, I don't have time. Like, I'm riding the other day on the way to, get together. Some people call it rehearsal. We call it practice because,
Because y'all are rookies.
You have to practice not real things. And we change it every time. So it's nice to practice it once. We don't rehearse it because we're not doing the same old boring cover band show over and over. We actually try to do something completely different, at least one thing in a set. Like something that took effort and time. Now the rest of the set that
So you're saying this time your shit may actually work?
No, I doubt it. I told Mayday, man, if I don't get to test it, I'm just going to get ready to dance. Because that's what I do. If my shit breaks or something goes wrong, I just
do some of this.
I just do dumb things that I try to be right on the edge of going too far. And sometimes going over.
Where are y'all in the lineup? Where are y'all in the lineup?
Oh, right about middle.
Middle. That's the best way to be, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of pressure, though, man.
You never want to be, especially in
We're playing with like really good heavy bands. Man,
why do you just have to compliment them before you've ever even heard them?
I have. Brawler's stage presence alone, dude.
He's 6'8".
Yeah. It's impressive just alone. He walks on stage and you're just like, God damn.
Let me tell you something.
He looks bigger on stage.
Our
It's like,
stage
holy
presence
shit.
circles around Brawla. Brawla he's not that impressive. He's huge, and people are intimidated, so they feel scared. And, you know, then they say, oh, you're so great, Brawla. You're so great with the screaming and the neck tattoo.
He doesn't have to jump around and shit to be entertaining.
Well, he can't jump at all.
You're probably right.
He'd crash his head into the ceiling. But it's funny you brought up, you know, you're boring me, so I'm moving on.
You're just mad he's way better front man than you.
Absolutely not. He's not a
in
better
the projects that he does in metal bands.
I'd be a
horrible metal band.
Cookie Monster.
All right, y'all. This is the next one. Like, he just with them socks on and shit. With the
to get
the
to a
pink
serious
thing,
note,
weird.
we've been talking about the past.
That is serious, bro. Will fuck you up.
Man, I love Brawla.
Me too.
Trying to get him in here to be one of these wrestlers over here, but we've been talking the past. You just brought it up just now about time.
Yeah, you don't have none.
And you
don't have no time. Where the fuck is it going? It's like moving fast. I can't catch up.
And the last couple of the weeks, we've been talking about the projects that we have and trying to do them. And you know, you've been messing with me that you know, I should quit something.
No, you brought it up, and then I egged it on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely that one thing that I needed to get rid of to open up some more time. I found it.
You serious? You're putting the milkshake down?
No.
You're quitting Paper Chase.
Paper Chase.
Oh,
is
it's
actually,
over.
No. Paper Chase is going
what?
to keep going. We actually are playing this Friday at Encore.
Right.
We've had a little bit of a time off.
So you're not quitting Paper Chase?
No. And
Wine and Cheese. This is our last show. That's
no.
why George ain't here. Quit.
Yeah.
You wanted to, George.
No.
You would just be right
No,
to break up with him alone.
We're going to keep doing that. The one thing that became clear and evident that I could get out of is
Monique.
The Now Show.
Oh.
The Now Show.
I'm trying to act surprised.
The Now Show.
All right.
What, you're not surprised?
No, not at all.
Why aren't you surprised?
Because nothing stays the same forever.
Anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, the Now Show, the NOW, stands for New Orleans Wrestling. It's a podcast that I started with a buddy of mine 4 or 5 years ago.
I like how you emphasize that. Make sure that's nice and clear.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I did start the thing with
It was you, Steve, and Pickle, right?
Yep, very good, great friends of mine. And, you know, over the years, I was doing some other stuff, and I wasn't able to put as much time into it. But the last couple of months, I have been getting the guys from the Pump Patrol on there and the Wildcat Wrestling. But it's become evident that my time there is no longer necessary, right?
That shit got bad last week, huh?
Well, yeah, it got bad. It's really disheartening when you do try to put some time into something and then you have other people who've weaseled their way in. Really,
for those that don't know, I'm just documenting this situation.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got to sit this one out and kind of watch it, and I'm trying to mediate a little bit and do my best job at it.
Because what's fucked up is this is our lives. We choose to do
guys'
this.
lives.
Yeah, we choose to do this, but entertaining and doing podcasts and stuff is a very big part of our lives. So I take it seriously.
Yeah, and I think part of it is doing it on air. Like, that's something you commit to when you do a show every week, and that's people see it and they watch it. Like last week, we finished the show, and Dave from the Now Show, he made some comments to the point where you had to delete some.
Yeah, I deleted his comments.
But he seemed very angry with you. He said he was talking shit. I don't even remember exactly what it was, except that he was aggravated and mad with you.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what you did or said. Like, it didn't make sense. So
No,
he
none
said,
of it.
He said, I'll call into Not Real Radio. I'm like, please.
Yeah.
This is fucking great. Like, you know, I love this shit. It's great. It sucks that people get
Controversy
upset.
is good.
Oh,
It really
fuck.
is. Yeah, it's fun.
so entertaining.
Yeah.
If it's a public show about a public entertainment made for the fucking public, then I'm all for it. Like,
You'd almost think
I don't
if there
want to
was
creep into your personal life or talk about your personal business that you don't smear all over Facebook. If you
Yeah.
smear it on Facebook, fuck it. I'm going after it. It's fun.
You'd almost think if you're a group of people and you're trying to do something and make it better, like the Now podcast, you almost might save it for the show, to talk about. But no.
Because it belongs there. It don't belong in your daily 9 to 5 life or your personal life.
Yep.
That's what you do when you're in the entertainment world, and that's circle. So it happened on the show. He said he offered to call in the Nara radio. I'm like, oh man, God, please do it.
Gotta take it.
Like,
take
oh,
the
this
phone
is
call.
beautiful. Like, I want to know too, because if anybody's gonna kick cheese in the balls, I want to be there to watch.
Because it could be fun.
Oh, it's fun as long as it ain't
So
me.
it became.
So you had to delete post though.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I'm not someone, like, obviously I did edit some things, but I'm not someone who goes out of my way to do that. But wine and cheese is something that I enjoy. I do it because it's a passion of ours, and I work the page and I try to gain followers and things like
So
that.
did
But
he say something you thought was really gonna was hurtful?
No. Well, it was just unnecessary. There were multiple comments that were just going after me personally.
You can't do that again.
Do what again?
Delete post.
No, yes I can.
Why?
Because I don't need that in my life.
Well, fuck, we do shit to people all the time. You think those people need it? You think some poor bastard that made a video that we're gonna ridicule and make fun of needed that?
Well, no, and I've
Like,
never
can't delete posts.
No, I've never deleted anything.
You as bad as Mayday. I'm all alone here
No.
in Freedom World.
No, I'm
Everybody's gone. It's just me.
No,
all
because
alone.
it was unfounded. You know what I
It
mean?
doesn't
Like
matter.
that. I can put them back up there if you want. It ain't gonna make the
serious?
thing. Yeah.
All right.
You ain't gonna make the thing
You have the
no more
capability to
interesting.
do that?
Yeah.
Undelete?
Yeah. Bloop,
No.
Bring it back up. I
You
think so.
lying.
But anyway, I did realize after hearing, some messages from my cohorts that my time is no longer needed at the
Yeah,
Now
that got
Show.
ugly. I knew it though that last show you were on. You remember I asked you what was happening? Something
right.
weird happened. You're
You
like,
didn't know.
and you're like, and I'm like, Dave, you would clap or something, and Dave would be back behind you making fun of me. I loved
Ungrateful.
it. I
Ungrateful
thought
is
it
what
was
we call it.
entertaining, but-
Ungrateful. But
But
that's
I
okay.
did see that. That's how watching.
Yeah,
it from,
you didn't
'cause
even
you know
know-
me. We had come to the conclusion. Look, it's best left. You let the Now Show be the Now Show, and this show. We didn't want to intertwine, and I didn't want to be able to fuck with you on the show about the Now
Yeah.
Show if I knew inside information. That's kind of just wrong. If you're talking to me as a friend about the Now Show and I use it on the show, we do that all the time.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
This is basically
So
what happened.
I didn't
The
know
show's-
much, and watching it, I kind of was like, damn, there's definitely some weird shit going on.
Not on my part. But look, we did the thing for 5 years, and I'm telling you, if it wasn't 100 times, it was 1,000,000 times. We made the comment over the years doing this show how great it would be to have wrestlers, real wrestlers, come on and talk to
Real
us.
live wrestling.
Right? So, I guess it was my
stock
fault.
Up on the toilet paper.
I guess it was my fault that I got the thing. I had the idea after we went and did the wine and cheese segment for Wildcat. I was like, you know what? Why don't we start bringing these guys on? And the show really started to take some steam. We were getting hundreds of comments during the show, thousands of views. But I guess, the other guys on the show didn't appreciate it or thought that, I wasn't putting in enough effort. So it's over.
Do you think though you're difficult to work with? Like over the years, have you had trouble working with people?
No.
No?
No, I actually have never had trouble working
Really?
with people.
You're an easy
Don't get me
person
wrong.
to work with.
I think there's always times in any work situation where you have to stop being a yes man and you actually have to put some of your own opinions down. But I can tell you this, time, effort, making shit happen, I was an easy person to work with. I put the time in.
Could I be right on this? I think I consider myself, and you too. I've seen you, and I don't know. I don't know enough on you to make that determination. I guess that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I consider myself a hole filler in a group.
Filling them holes.
Big one, man.
The big gap filler.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's me. Zartone, baby. About to get my freak on. If you get in a group dynamic, right? You kind of find the weak spot and try to fill it and do your. If somebody's being an incredible leader, right?
Yep.
I let that person go, and man, I will be your right hand man. I'll take care of this and this, and look, better yet, you don't have to worry about these things. I got them.
Mm-hmm.
But you're the fucking leader, and when it comes down to it, I'll have a conversation with you 5 minutes before you make your decision, tell you my opinion, and then let you go do your job.
Yep.
I'm good with that. But when there's a void in a group dynamic and people start assuming roles, 5 years down the line, you can't be mad at that fucking person for assuming that role.
No.
Because no one was assuming it, so you took the fucking job. Like, all right, nobody wants to be the fucking boss. All right, I'll be the boss. I'll do the best job I can. You automatically start being the boss, organizing things, analyzing things, networking. That's what you do. But if somebody's doing a great job of that, believe me, I am happy with just sitting back.
It's amazing when some people
That's
will
a good
actually
boss.
take control. That will be the leader. It's great sometimes when I say, wow, there's someone being the leader. All I have to do is support.
Dude, that's why I love that this is your show, because I don't stress over it. I come up with ideas. I try to, donate time to it every week. But I don't get nervous about it because it ain't mine. It's Cheese's show. And man, it's nice to be able to work with somebody like that I know will take the weight, do absolutely nothing. We'll cram together in 15 minutes and be more entertaining than the motherfuckers that are working
Jimmy Kimmel.
For it. Yeah.
All I can say is as recently as last Sunday, right before y'all went on, there was an audio-video live podcast on the Now Show that
Pump Patrol.
That the Pump Patrol was
that dude
on there.
Was riding the bike.
And look, all I'm going to say is
and
this.
And the little twink was with him.
All I'm
That's
going to
my
say
favorite.
is this. 3 months ago, through some of the fault of my own, the thing was dying. Nobody was listening. The shows were barely happening.
Barely doing it.
Barely doing it. I had an idea, came in. Of course, I had great people I was working with. We put the idea into effect, and now you got people on Facebook posting, hey, I'm here watching Wildcat on the big screen, because they're getting to see it. It was something that I brought.
Oh, you definitely spearheaded.
And you know what?
Because you were going at me forever with the video. I'm like, I don't want to do it.
The good news is Wine and Cheese and Paper Chase now gets a little bit more effort because I don't have to worry about the Now Show anymore. That is one good thing. That is one good thing.
You're upset, though? I mean, it's kind of fucked up.
Nope, I'm not upset. It was what I think if you've noticed the last couple of weeks I've been upset, trying to figure out where to find the time at. And when one of the things comes up and just presents itself to you and like forces you to let it alone, it's great. The decision was made for me. Now we can focus on things like, covering, old hip hop songs and stuff like that.
What?
So it's over. Anyway, it's over. The Now Show will continue to move along, but I just won't be a part of it anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that. I support it. I'll always watch it. I'll always share it.
No, come on. You serious? How many weeks you watch?
I'll never watch it.
All right.
I didn't watch last week.
You didn't? It was all right, man.
No, and I know it was, because you want to know why? Because it's wrestling fans trying to put together a good product and talking about wrestling with wrestlers. So if you're a wrestling fan, you're going to like it. It was a pretty simple configuration that I
do feel bad for the guest.
Oh, me too.
Because the whole show is like gets on their lap.
Yep.
Like there's 4 people on one side on a double-decker float. And that's what I'm talking about. Got him. And there's 4 against 2 or sometimes 1.
Yep.
And they're not doing a show. Like I don't know what all the notes for, all the prep is for when you're not really doing a show. You're not providing any content. You're just trying to find the least amount you could do to get those other people to talk, which is great.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, nobody's watching for you and what you do. You're just a revolving door of guests. And that's always something I never wanted to be while doing it. I guess they do it. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But that's why I have trouble watching it. 100%.
It's not a conversation. It's more of a, which I think I bring to the table when I'm there.
Yeah, you push buttons. You try to get something out of somebody. Dave talked about it on Not Real Radio. He thought one thing you did that went way over the line was you asked a person who was in the
Socorro. Carlos Socorro is a military veteran, and I asked him if he had ever killed anybody.
Time out. How did you know that guy was in the service?
He said it.
Where?
In the interview.
Right. So that was like something he gave you.
Yeah, in the course of the interview, it came up because I think one of his previous names was like Sergeant Socorro or something like that, and he said he was in the military. So
as a wrestler, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna make that part of your character, it's part of your character. So you ask him, you ever killed anybody? He can handle that one of 3 ways. He can go like, Dave, you don't talk about that.
And you know what? He
sergeant.
didn't.
He could just be laid back. Nah, man, it was cool. I just worked in the office. I actually was in communications. Or he could be like, yeah, I killed a shitload of people, and I don't want to fucking talk about it.
And you want to know what?
Instantly gives him something to build his character on, but they don't understand that.
No.
Like, and then he was mad about the conflict. That's what got me. Like, dude, conflict is entertainment. That's what you're being entertained by. You're either watching somebody fall down or you're watching conflict.
Yep.
Like somebody's either gonna get poked in the eye or you're gonna be watching conflict. That's all there is. Like, I don't get it. Either that or fashion. Like, I'm sure some people at home clicking off of this to go watch fashion. But
Look,
don't blame 'em.
it's okay. It was sometimes you ask for questions and answers are given, and that's what happened with this. So all I can say is good luck to the Now Show. I will always be a fan. I had fun getting the thing started.
It's something great to make fun of.
And you know
like,
what? If they need
never
help,
quit.
if they need help getting guests or whatever, I'm happy. There's 40 wrestlers in the other room right now. I'm happy to
I kind of fucked up early.
pass the word. What you mean you fucked up?
No, never mind.
What do you mean you fucked up?
No. What else we got?
No.
No,
You
fuck, I
can't.
said
How the
something
fuck
I'm
you gonna?
supposed to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. You said. What do you mean you?
I'm not supposed to
I'm
say.
talking about the. What did you fuck up?
Nothing. Don't worry
Bruh,
about it.
this
What else
is-
are we gonna talk about?
No. I don't want to talk about anything else right now. I want to know what you fucked up with the wrestlers. You just said that you fucked something up. What did you do? Is that why Luke came in here earlier?
Huh?
Is that why Luke came in here earlier? He was not happy. I went. They were looking for a cable or
That's an
something.
understatement.
Oh my God, man!
not supposed to
Like,
talk
I don't
about
think you understand that these dudes are getting hot out there because we're talking about their shitting habits online.
No, that's you. I say they stuff to make their ball sack look bigger.
All right. Well, are we moving on from that, or do I have
Hey, you see what you did?
what?
Nothing.
What?
What else?
All right, maybe we'll come back to that. But yeah, Now Show, you need.
He's gonna kill me.
Who's gonna kill you?
I don't think he's fucking joking. Like, you can't treat people like that.
Wait. Who's treating who?
Do they just do that and then go, "Oh, I'm a wrestler, so it's okay to threaten you"? Like, I was
Oh, well,
just
they
being a
definitely.
wrestler.
Yeah,
I
they
was just
definitely
being-
do that.
It's just a joke.
They definitely do that.
What?
It's-
Using it.
Yeah. They talk shit and try to intimidate.
But
Why
it's
you think
just
I'm
shit
coming
talk.
in the back door every day now?
Yeah, you pee in bottles, dude. You
I
don't
didn't
even
pee
go
in
to
a
your
bottle
own-
this week.
Yeah, you ain't peed yet.
It's a pee in a bottle,
You scared to
baby.
go out in your own goddamn place.
No, I'm not. Look, let's get off of this.
Yeah, good idea.
And start talking about some
This
mainstream
ain't gonna
stuff.
become a fucking wrestling show. I tell you that.
You're right about that.
Go hang out with your buddies over there.
We may have
It'll
a
be
wrestler.
the then show.
we may have some wrestlers on Wine and Cheese, but just not yet.
Not Luke.
We're going to start with the no. He's who I'm starting with because the only way to hash that shit
I'm
out.
telling you, that shit ain't going real well. Let me know which show that is, and I'll go do the Now Show.
Donald Trump.
All right, that's the president. Is he president yet?
Well,
He's president
technically,
elect.
right now he is the president-elect.
Because Obama did something during the week.
Barack Obama gave his farewell speech, basically.
Notice how
the
we
other night.
transitioned from president to just straight up Barack Obama.
Yeah, well, because he is the president right now. Did you watch
yeah.
his speech, his farewell speech?
No.
Man, I got to tell you
You
this.
watched that?
I did.
Really?
I did because I was at home and I was doing some stuff for work, and I haven't.
The only thing I could have been doing was heroin. I just couldn't get up to go turn it off.
I guess I got rid of cable television maybe 3-4 years ago, and but the other night I went and bought one of those antennas.
Oh, God, to watch real shit television?
Well, just because they got football games and
That's true.
Survivor and stuff like that on there.
Survivor.
So I put it on there, and it just so happened to be Barack Obama's farewell speech. I have to say this. I
That's
really,
Mayday's bit.
I personally feel like he was, and this is just my perception, I think he was a really good president. What are your feelings on that?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, performance-wise, what does your gut
performance-wise?
tell you?
Yeah,
Was
look,
he a good president
I
or a
don't know
bad
of
president?
anything. I think, yeah, I would say he played the role well.
Right?
Like, he did. He was a great candidate. I remember watching him the first time.
He's cool
like,
as fuck, man.
Democrat National Convention when he was just a senator or something. Like,
Yeah.
he gave a speech, and I was
Organizing.
like, holy shit, this dude's incredible. And next thing you know, he was the candidate and went on to become president. What, 2 terms? Fucking all the way.
Yeah.
Like, the dude just had it. Now, yeah, he's a fucking amazing, well-trained puppet.
Are you
Like, it's incredible. Like, the people that control him, he's a great quarterback. Like, if you were a Saints fan, Drew Brees is a good quarterback. If you're a Democrat, goddamn, Obama was a hell of a fucking quarterback.
Are you nervous at all? Are you even thinking at all about this whole transition? And do you think Donald Trump becoming president is going to affect your life at all?
I'm not, but people are, so it will affect me. But it's only affecting me because people let it affect them. Like, man, if you fucking turn off the government, turn off all that bullshit, then it loses.
Yeah, no, I
It's
totally
the fact
agree.
that you're overly paying attention to it and trying to fucking make the decision so you could push a button to determine the fate of humanity. Like, that's when you're just too caught up in it, and it's not healthy for you because you're being lied to. Both sides, I don't give a fuck who you are, all ideologies, all leadership, you're being lied to and manipulated. No one is right. Everyone is fucking wrong some way, somehow, sooner or later. So you're just caught up in it. You're an NFL fan. You got caught up and said, this team is mine, and you feel passionate about it, and you study it. And in the end of the day, it doesn't fucking really matter for you because what's being done is what needs to be done at that time because of the situation that society finds itself in. And, like, it changes. It's the ebb and flow. Like, it's sad, and nothing's ever going to stay the same, and it's always going to flip-flop, and people are so caught up in it, though, that it does affect your fucking life, usually negatively.
Does it bother you at all that the president-elect is into golden showers?
No, who is that? Trump?
Trump
That's
is the
what you were telling me
president-elect.
earlier.
Yeah.
Something about Russia. There's some Russian
Yeah,
thing.
Russia allegedly has videos of his piss porn.
Dude, I love how
Which
Russia's
is-
becoming relevant. Like, it's pretty
Yeah,
neat.
right.
Like, that's
well,
cool.
Well, what they say is that they have video and evidence of Donald Trump going to Russia and hiring some hookers to watch him pee and pee on him.
All right.
Do you think?
I don't believe that.
Do you? Well, no, that's not what I'm
I
asking
thought the
you.
Russians were against Hillary and the Democrats, and they liked Trump because he was a fascist right-wing person. Like,
Okay, Russia's
government is exactly
Russia's
what
government
Trump wants to be,
is, for lack of a better descriptive term, they're bad guys. They are bad people. They would like to
right? I
see.
didn't think so for the Republicans,
would-
though, because it's damn near
No, they would.
Republican government. They're strong on terrorism. Jeez, why don't you pay attention there? Russia is strong on terrorism and needs to do something about all
Can I
this.
speak? Can I speak?
All right, go ahead, Mr.
They would just, Russia would like nothing more than for the United States to collapse. They don't care about Republican or Democrat. All they care about is
The
piss
price of
porn.
oil.
Piss porn.
Where the fuck he talking?
Donald Trump went to Russia,
Right.
and he was on a vacation, and he hired some Russian hookers to pee and watch him. And I
Men
think
or
pee on
women?
him. God, I hope it's female, because it's not bad unless it's.
Wait,
dude.
no, time out. I cut you off too soon. To pee on him?
Well, those details haven't been released yet, but I'm saying, would you care if your president had a sexual fetish of golden showers? Do you think that would affect his ability to run the country if, let's say, once a week he needed Condoleezza Rice to pee on him?
I don't know. Why couldn't they just say Donald Trump was like born in Australia,
Kenya.
so he can't be president? Like, why don't you just find some weird birth certificate?
Yeah,
or,
I think
or
you're
maybe
missing
that Donald Trump was really born a woman.
You're
or
missing the
something.
whole point, because here's what's going on: is that
Here's what's going on. The Democrats
fake
have
news.
something to try to discredit the president until he's not the president anymore. And you just keep hearing about how he shouldn't be president and the Russians hacked it, but now the Russians hacked it and try to, desecrate him or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
man, it's just a weird game show, man. It's conflict, and people love conflict.
yeah, but you're not answering the question.
What?
Are you into golden showers?
No, me?
You know, you never had a girl pee on you?
No,
That was a hesitation.
because I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
A situation
Go
where
all
I'd
the
be
way
like-
back to your teens.
I'd be like, hey, pee on me. Would be as if I got stung by like a jellyfish and I didn't really have to pee.
never in like.
I would use pee as a pharmaceutical topical agent only. I
So
want- I
never
ain't
in the
drinking
heat
this
of the
shit.
moment, Like you getting all hot and bothered. Did you or a significant other?
Hey,
ever?
I'll be right back. Gotta pee. No, just do it right here.
Yeah,
No, man.
that's what. Okay.
Not even for the not wanting the warm feeling of pee liquid on me, but then it's gonna get on shit, and then you gotta wash the shit. It's just too much. Like, I don't want all them problems.
Even
And
in
if
the
I'm
shower.
paying
What about
for
in the
it,
shower?
I definitely ain't gonna pay for it.
What about in the shower?
What if it just happens to get on me? I'm not gonna.
I'm saying like you and
Am I gonna ask her to
you
do
and
that?
you and your significant other in the shower. Would
No.
you do a little pee on her?
No.
I wonder what percentage of the wine and cheese audience
Now look, if
are
a chick's
into.
head just happened to be down there for some weird reason around while I'm peeing, put it this way: if I'm peeing and she gonna go put her head anywhere near
That's
there,
a whole
just to be
different
dumb,
thing,
I
man.
probably would like take a
Bro,
little.
I'm talking about water sports.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I
talking
don't-
about.
I
But
would
I'm
only,
saying,
I would only pee on something.
if you knew,
You like that?
if you.
Strong. I like strong women who pee on me.
Yeah, I like that real golden. I don't like it when they drink too much water. When it gets
You like
water
it
there.
like
Yeah, I want it to
overdosing on vitamins.
I want
like
it
you
to
got,
smell.
Like you got to give like a highlighter.
No, what I'm saying is if you knew, because this is what I'm thinking.
All right.
If you knew,
I want to know if
That
you
you're-
like to get peed on.
no, I don't.
Sure?
I've never tried it.
Dave
I'm
will piss on you right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. And then he'll take credit for the whole fucking thing being created.
idea
you
to
know?
pee on
I
him.
started golden showers. No, if you add a
Hey, would you go back on the Now Show if Dave peed on you and felt better about the situation?
no, I'm good with that.
Oh, bro.
What I'm trying to say is, and get out, is that do you think it would affect your opinion of the president if you knew that he has a sexual preference that once, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a month, he needs to be peed upon by a member of the opposite sex?
I'd rather him be gay. I think that would be a really funny joke and a very interesting 4 years if they came out and said, look, we got truth. He's coming to Russia. He's buying little boys. He loves them. He actually impregnated a little boy in Russia. It's weird. It costs a fortune, but he's got a kid there from a man in Russia. And just, that would be a fun fucking 4 years. To have a Republican have a gay, and then him come out and
Yeah,
go.
but-
And then they got to decide, like, do you want world domination and the economy to skyrocket, or
Yeah, but
do
I don't
you want
think
a
that
gay
would be-
man in presidency?
But
I
yeah,
think
but
that would be exciting.
yeah, but
I think we're ready for that type of entertainment.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, a gay president would just not be news at all. It's not weird
What?
to be gay.
A gay
It's not.
Republican president?
it's
That
not
would be
weird.
hilarious.
We're so far past that. We've
No,
already
we
had.
are, but dude, people ain't get. They'll be.
Is this thing on? No, I think
You got to realize there's a lot of wrestling fans.
I think preferring to be peed on is way worse, and I don't even want to say worse because being gay is not bad. I think it's way more out there to be peed upon than it is to be gay. I think if
Really?
Donald Trump came out and said he was gay, I think it would be
I
a
don't think
24.
he knew.
I think it'd be a 24-hour news cycle and
Really?
nobody would care. We don't care
No.
that people are gay,
What if
man.
he's gay for buying Russian boys?
Now that's
boys.
weird because now you're bringing boys into
Like,
it. But
I say boys.
yeah,
18, 19.
You're bringing
Legal.
Oh,
They're just
19.
super young.
That's just, you know, I mean.
You don't touch me, queer.
Okay, so you don't. So what you're saying is if your president had a piss porn fetish, you wouldn't care about that.
I don't care. I wouldn't care if
It's a
he's
very
gay.
stressful
I
job.
don't care, really.
You know?
I wouldn't care no matter what. There's nothing they can say that would shock me unless they said he was secretly a Democrat the whole time or he's an android. Like, those things would surprise
How
me.
you feel about
Anything else, I don't care.
What do you
People-
think about this
people are
whole
nuts.
deal where he may not stay in the White House?
What does that mean?
He's come out and said that he doesn't want to live in the White House. He wants to live.
Well, he can take the plastic off the furniture now.
No, you see, you're just being silly now. You can never have a serious conversation.
Right, you want to be serious?
Yeah, be
All right,
serious.
What are we talking about?
The fucking president.
What about him?
Do you care if the president didn't want to
President
live?
now or after? We're talking Trump.
Yeah. Would you care whether or not he lived in the White House? If he wanted to stay in New York,
No, I kind of really didn't even. No, I don't care.
because he has. Like right now, he's in Trump Tower, and
It's better, right?
They throw numbers out there like they spending $500,000 a day for security in Manhattan because he's staying in Trump Tower, and I think he's saying he doesn't want to necessarily stay in the...
Yeah, why? Just because you're prejudiced? Yeah, that's what it is, though. Like a Democrat president's like, well, I'm going to live in government housing like everybody else. Like, here we go. And Trump's like, nah, man, I'll just stay here. And
like he can do the job from wherever.
You know what they ought to do? They ought to take the White House, since Donald Trump's not going to live there, and like make it a really cool ass museum.
Amusement park?
Yeah, I mean, go way
with rides and stuff?
Maybe take wax figures, moving wax figures or holograms of the former presidents, and you could watch them walk and sit at that desk and make a shitload of money. Charge a lot for it. I mean, holograms have former president. Look, that's
Tupac?
where he really signed that.
Oh, you know
and
what?
you go to the White House and you watch.
So all of
the
a
time.
sudden it becomes like
a money make,
Elvis's
something to
house.
make money instead of rich people
Graceland.
living rent free off the government.
Graceland. It's just like Graceland.
I don't know what that
It's
is.
White land. White House, White land, right?
That might not go over big, but you know,
yeah. I
black
just thought
houses
about
matter.
that. Yeah. Okay, well, that's interesting to know that you don't care if he pees on ladies.
No, as long as he paid him. Like I'd be like, damn, Donald Trump fucking, peed on them chicks and didn't pay him.
Yeah, but
if you paid him, I'm like, I don't
but
care.
wouldn't
Do
it be
whatever you
so
want.
much hotter if they did it because they wanted to and because they weren't paid? God, that'd be so hot.
Would it be cool if like you paid but they didn't really get the money? The way it was like tied up chicks.
Oh
they'd
yeah,
be
you
like,
ripped them
like
off.
If you're a real
yeah,
sick, if you're a real
that's
sick
what I'm-
fuck,
yeah.
the way the pimp like locks him up and then goes,
Yeah.
all right, next is Donald, and he walks
Yeah.
out and he's like,
Man.
all right, and she's like, what are you gonna do? He pees on her. Like,
Okay, well look, I'm just.
very
This
disrespectful
was
of women. Now.
This was a news story, and
Well,
I have
unless
no.
the chicks like to get peed on, like them chicks like to make money. And
I
that's,
think there's definitely some ladies out there that are down with golden showers.
Really?
I know there are.
they like to
you
be.
know.
Some like to be.
You
what's
put
it called?
you put the rubber sheets down on the bed, and then you
Rubber sheets.
yeah, rubber sheets on the bed.
Who the fuck's got rubber sheets? I
or
guess
vi-
people into this. All
Or
right.
people with or visqueen or something. And the key is that they have to be below you, and you have to stand above them and rain down upon them the golden shower because it's degrading.
Right,
you know?
right. That's why they get off on it, right?
Yeah,
To be
that's what
degraded.
exactly. Like, oh no, pee on, I'm drowning. Like
Can you
that type
imagine
of
a
deal.
president with a God complex?
Wait a second. What do you mean?
Like he likes to be superior.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he already likes to be superior.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we really didn't learn anything new except he likes to obtain his superiority with urine.
How about this? How do you
piss on
feel
you.
about the
Piss
fact
boy.
that Trump, if he does stay in the White House, Melania and the kids will not be there with him?
Who is that?
Melania is Donald Trump's wife,
Sound like some kind of mustard.
the new first lady.
All right. The
Personally,
one that was Playmate.
oh,
And,
so hot.
Really?
so
You
hot.
like her?
Well, come on, she's a hot chick.
Okay. I've never seen.
Personally, I don't think and people are probably not going to like this, but personally,
good.
I don't think that the first lady position is. I think it's just a dog and pony show.
To be peed on.
Yeah, no, the first lady.
What if he pees on her?
I actually, the fact that Donald Trump is saying that he's going to leave Melania and to stay in New York, and if he would stay in the White House, I think that's good. I think having his wife around is only going to make things worse for him. I think he ran for president so he could get away from her for 8 years.
Pee on whatever he wants.
Right? You just walk around and just,
Piss everywhere.
you know what I mean? Just whatever. I don't know, like Zoolander when they did all over the faces and
Good
stuff.
thing he left that plastic on the couch.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess we'll do a little more research on this and see if there's any developments, and we'll come back to the golden
Oh, I'm
showers
sure we'll
next
find
week.
out.
You know what else I want to talk about?
Why'd the Russians do that? They trying to make people not
That's the
believe
thing,
in
man.
the government?
What do we? How can we get behind to believe anything these days? You
And
don't
that
know.
is exactly when the government's taken over. When people lose faith in the government, then that's when it's over.
Right?
Unfortunately.
'Cause
And I
honestly,
think we've come to that
I think
time.
I
and-
think
and
we
I
have
think
no
people have done
idea.
it to themselves.
I think we have no idea. We don't know if the Russians were involved or if they weren't involved. We don't know if we asked for it or we didn't ask for it. We don't know if he peed on people or we don't. There's so much indecision now that I think they've got us right where they fucking want us.
Because that's what we're talking about instead of any issues or anything of any importance.
Right? It's piss porn. Water sports, golden showers.
Guess what? The golden showers are about to rain upon some people's head. Some will be gold and some will be piss.
Donald
and
Trump's going to pee all over us.
Who's us?
Well, I mean, the American people.
Oh, all of us?
Yeah, well, you know what? But
I think he'll help out a few.
At least it's not scat.
He's going to help out a few.
Scat's where you really cross the line. Well, look, we'll get back to Trump next week. Here's what I want to talk about next. Amanda Nunes.
What?
Amanda Nunes.
What is this?
Amanda Nunes. Rhonda Rousey. Rhonda Rousey. I told you on the show.
I thought this was some kind of weird brainwashing technique.
No, I said it weeks before. I told you Rhonda Rousey was going to get her head punched clean off of her shoulders.
I'd have to check the tape.
Did you? I got Facebook
What?
posts.
What?
I got Facebook posts. I can screenshot them and send them to you. I told you Rhonda Rousey, she's a joke. Rhonda Rousey. Okay, before we move forward, before I get too,
This is good.
I'm getting
You're
flustered.
passionate about
Do
this.
you know who Rhonda Rousey is?
I do, but it's female sports and I don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, but you see, sometimes you can be the worst fucking co-host ever because
Pee
you
on
tell
that
me.
shit.
You know who Rhonda Rousey is.
Never
Did you
pissed
see the
on
fight?
her, but yeah, I know she is. She's a UFC fighter.
I'd only recognize
All right,
if I
let me
saw
see
her
if
like this.
I ran into her one time in Russia.
Yeah.
This is my thing with her. So she rises up the ranks and won a bunch of fights. She was like undefeated. And then she got naked for Playboy or something?
No. She was the cornerstone of the UFC female division.
Because she won a bunch of fights, right?
Exactly.
I mean, she had to win at least 10 fights before she
I think it was like 8 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's winning fights. She's the best looking guy that they have in the women's... Whatever. And then she goes and poses naked, right?
Yeah.
And then got a big pop from that, boy, right?
Yeah. Well,
and
she's
then
hot.
she became
She's a hot
like
chick.
the spokesman for UFC.
Yep.
I'm good. I know who she is now, right?
Yeah.
That's
yes,
her.
you do. Yes.
So then she loses, and she made
Holly
a weird
Holm.
face when she lost, and they got a great screenshot.
Look, she didn't make a weird face. You see what your face looks like when you're getting punched in it by Holly
weird.
Holm. Like that.
It'll look
Or
weird.
they meme the shit out of it. They
Yeah, it's
meme the
funny.
shit out of it. She lost to Holly Holm, and that's when the air of invincibility came down.
She became
right?
one of us.
And so basically, she took about a year and a half off. And when
Wait, that was a year ago?
Yeah.
That she lost?
It's been like, well, for the first time she lost was about 16, 18 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she took some time off, and then she was going to come back. People didn't even know. She went on Ellen DeGeneres talking about suicide and having babies, and she went fucking apeshit because what happened was
She got too big.
no, she was propped up. She fell in love with her own hype.
The idea.
She was when the UFC women, if you go back 5, 6, 7 years, you could hear Dana White say there will never be a female fight in the UFC. Well, he finally came around to it, and they started developing the women's division, and Rhonda Rousey was that face that had a little bit of ability, and they set her up. They just let her, look, here's a cupcake, choke her out.
Yep.
Here's a cupcake, armbar her. Look, armbar, submitting these bitches.
Now take off your clothes.
Right?
All right, open your mouth.
Yeah. But what it was
It was a golden shower.
They were developing a division, and nobody really knew who the best female fighters were. So for a while, they propped her up, and she bought into her own bullshit, right?
Yeah. She started believing it. But
Right?
she's being lied to and manipulated
Of course.
to make a fortune
So
off
then-
of. But she is getting paid.
Oh, she made $3 million for a purse for
Yeah.
getting her ass whipped in
Hey,
48
you know how many
seconds.
chick fighters get
You
their
know
ass beat
48
every week and never get that?
Did you see the fight? Did you see Amanda Nunes?
Oh, yeah, I watched it on YouTube.
48 fucking seconds.
Yeah, that was
And
quick.
if you go back and listen to me on this show and you look at my Facebook post, I said that Amanda Nunes was going to punch her face right off on it. And all of y'all were just Rousey, Rousey
You gotta
slurping.
give it up for him, man.
Right?
You know, he backed it up.
I'm the ultimate predictor.
Ultimate.
I'm the ultimate
Dude,
predictor.
when it comes to sports predicting, you got it.
What you think about Amanda Nunes?
What you think about the NFL playoffs? You want to pick some teams, bitch?
Oh, wait, are we doing a
We'll
playoff
do that.
thing?
Now, who you asking me? Who do I think about?
Amanda Nunes.
I like
that's
to
the
get
one
asked questions.
That's the
Who is
one
this?
that Amanda Nunes. What, okay.
Wait, who is that?
What, okay. What did you go in? You had to at least be paying attention a
Fuck,
little
I'm a
bit.
genius, Cheese. I know I could do a lot of
Going
things.
into the Rousey-Nunes fight, who did you think was going to win?
I didn't think about that. I didn't pick one. I don't know enough to make
Pick
a...
one.
No, I don't.
You didn't have a... You didn't...
Situations I don't have enough information of, I don't make predictions.
All right. Well, did you watch the fight?
After, like, just to see what happened.
What was your take on that fight? How would you describe Ronda Rousey in that fight?
Oh, it was boring. It was
She
boring. You
didn't
got to
look-
see a knockout, but you didn't get to see a fight. Like
She
when
didn't
I
look
watched
unprepared. She didn't look completely like a deer in the headlights.
Oh yeah, it happened so fast.
Right.
It didn't look like, it happened.
So this is
Like
another...
I think time moved so fast for her that it was over before she even knew she was in a fight.
And you know what it is? It's like that fight is just like the fucking Trump election. It's a media-created pile of bullshit that everybody just fucking bought into.
Yeah.
She was like a 3-1 favorite. People were betting all type of money on her, and like anybody who actually pays attention to the fight game.
She was a commercial.
Yeah, she was a fucking commercial.
I stopped watching UFC with Tito Ortiz or whatever, and then they bring out
The
Jenna
Huntington Beach
Jameson.
bad boy. The
and
Huntington
then
Beach bad
They would
boy.
go, look at him with Jenna Jameson, and then the fight ends. I forget who fought, but then he gets up out of the stands and climbs over the thing and gets in the ring and like shit talks. I'm like, this turned into fucking wrestling, and it became way more popular than it ever was. It used to be me and a bunch of buddies, we'd all get together and buy some beer and watch this tournament with the Gracies,
Yeah.
fucking choking people out, and it was really
With
fun
their
to watch.
gi
'cause
on.
You'd have some badass big motherfuckers,
Yep.
and then here they would come with their skill, and you're like thinking you're gonna see knockouts, and you end up watching 10 people get choked the fuck out. And then people were breaking their hands, so you wouldn't be able to move on to the next round. But here's this little Gracie dude, fucking wrapping people up
With his
So
fucking Karate Kid white belt gi on.
It'll
you
never
know?
be that good again. It was almost like the closest thing we got to going to watch underground fighting, to where you were in either a fight club or yet you went to illegal boxing that was taking place. Like that was the closest thing we had was UFC, and now you just got wrestling with not gooder matches. If you study the history of like wrestling, fake I don't know.
Professional wrestling.
I'm scared to say anything
Yeah,
about it. But
yeah.
it's actually a compliment this time.
Fake wrestling.
It started because the wrestling matches, the wrestlers back in the day got so good and so evenly matched that the wrestling matches would go on fucking for
Boring,
days.
terrible, right?
Yeah, it was like almost a lot of professional
And then
boxing
someone
matches.
invented the DDT.
Right.
You know, and
Hey,
Jake the
let's
Snake.
sell it, let's fake it, and then so we could get it over with, and people were just as fucking entertained.
Even more entertaining.
Yeah, you watch a really good boxing match, that's just fucking boring as hell. You watch
Yeah.
a really good UFC grappling, I mean, Shamrock and Severn, that was so fucking horrible, and I'm like, I don't like watching these well-trained dudes fight. I want to see the dude who can't make it in boxing, so he joins UFC and gets his ass choked out. Like,
Are you a Conor McGregor fan?
no, I think he was after me, like after I got
No.
out.
Conor McGregor is the greatest fighter in the world right now.
Oh yeah, I don't know who that is.
How are you so fucking oblivious to everything?
Sorry, they didn't put up a short 15-minute clip of him doing something.
No one's ever peed on him, so we don't know.
Yeah, sorry,
No,
the
but
Russians haven't sent me that one.
There's been some talk going on about Conor
Is he
McGregor.
good? Does he have a tattoo on his chest?
That's exactly him.
I busted
No.
his fucking ass.
Oh,
Serious.
did you?
Oh yeah,
Did you?
flying knee.
Oh, really? You flying need him?
UFC 2 on the Xbox.
They're talking about, there's rumors about him fighting Floyd Mayweather. Are you interested in that type of...
Floyd Mayweather.
Do you
Alright,
not know
the
Floyd?
boxer?
Okay, yeah.
Floyd Mayweather's old, right?
Well, he's like 39, 40 years
That's
old,
old to
something
get
like
punched
that.
in
But
the
he's
head.
but he's undefeated and he's well known as maybe one of the greatest boxers of all time. Are you interested in that type of shit where
Floyd Mayweather will fucking destroy that dude. Is it
in a boxing match? Okay,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think so, bro.
Oh no, you will.
I think Conor
No,
McGregor
professional boxers on a boxing
McGregor
level
was a
will
professional boxer first,
Oh, well.
and then he came into the. I was about to say WWE.
I think
but he-
Mayweather will fuck him up. But that
Yeah.
dude's too in his prime, where Mayweather's past it. So
That's
it
what I'm
might
saying.
be
But
equal.
are you interested in that type of stuff?
I
when,
might
like,
watch that.
When people cross do the
Oh
sports
yeah.
and all of that.
Oh totally. Like Michael Jordan is a goddamn basketball god and will be for 100 years at
Yeah.
least. But man, in baseball, he's just alright.
Right?
So it was kind of weird, though,
That's
to
what I'm
see. Like,
saying.
Michael Jordan gets up there, and if you're a White Sox fan, you're like, this is a home run every time.
And because here's the way I look at it. If it was an MMA fight, Conor McGregor would beat Floyd Mayweather in the first round, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's just too many
right?
different skills
but
to train.
when you talk about boxing, there's a question. We don't know. We don't know that Floyd would whip his ass.
I heard somebody, and it was a reputable source, I don't remember which one, but I heard somebody who I felt knew what they were talking about. They said professional boxing on a boxing level would destroy UFC. Like, you don't go into UFC. There's still prestige and big money in boxing.
There is.
And there's a
The
boxing
sweet science.
commission to
It's
where you're going to be paid and taken care of. You don't go to the UFC. That's like going to WWF. You got one owner that controls this juggernaut.
Yeah, but we're talking about one fight. I'm telling you right now, if Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor ever actually got together and fight, it would be the single largest fight in fight history.
Yeah, because you cross the two fans.
Right? You'd have so many
I'd
people
watch it.
buying pay-per-views
That actually
and all.
sounds interesting.
Right?
Maybe
It
they'll
would
do
be
that.
great, man.
But UFC probably would be too afraid to lose their poster child. Be another
Oh,
Rhonda
trust me,
Rousey.
they are, because you know the company was
'Cause
just
he's
sold.
gonna get
There was
destroyed.
the UFC was just sold.
Again?
Yeah, for $4 billion.
Nice.
Right? So yeah, they are. Because trust me, when people like Rousey go down, they go, "Oh fuck, we lost our star."
They need a
You
new
lose
hungry
Brock
company.
Lesnar.
No, they need a new hungry company. Like,
What-
there needs to be another, instead of UFC, there needs to be another brand coming up and putting out.
You
Remember
know-
how good WWF, I'll call it, because I think it was at
Mm-hmm.
the time. Remember how good that got once WCW started
WCW.
competing on the same night?
And you
It's
know
like,
what? You
that's
actually-
when you'll get good fights and good entertainment.
We're getting that. There's a company in Japan called Ryzen, and it's spelled all weird because they're foreign. But they are coming up against the UFC, and what's beautiful
good.
about Ryzen is there's a clause in their contracts that says, in big bold letters, "We will not test you for performance-enhancing drugs."
Oh, you serious?
They encourage the roids,
Oh, I
right?
gotta
Which
see
that's
this.
what I want,
Yeah,
man.
me too.
I
I wanna
want the
see super soldiers
My
fucking-
buddy, my best friend that I grew up with, we had the idea back when baseball, when they were hitting the home runs,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
wanted to come up. They'd be Major League Baseball, and then they'd be the Juiced League, where
It might
it's
actually
not-
make baseball entertaining.
where you have to do steroids, right? And you could fight. At every base, you'd fight.
Right, well-
So they'd be pitching and hitting, and you're hitting home runs.
Then
And
you get to the base and then you got to fight?
if they won, if the first baseman wants
Yeah,
to
if
fucking
they won.
right, then they could let you go because they don't
Defend the
want
bag.
They could let you go because they don't want none of that. But or they
right.
could go, nah, fuck this. It's fucking. Could you imagine like Rousey and Holly Holmes on first base, just ga 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 ga, and then fucking second base, you know, and it's Tito Ortiz peeing on people. And it's
No,
fucking,
these athletes are too valuable, dude. They got products to sell.
But look, anyway, I thought it was, personally, I could see the Rousey knockout coming so far ahead that it made me sad because people are gullible. They fall for anything. If you make a good commercial with good graphics and good sound about someone, people will
It's
just...
my birthday.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
Well, I
This
mean,
Saturday,
and
twist the
in
line.
focus, like if it's in focus.
It takes extra eyes.
Yeah, you know,
man.
it takes two eyes to do that. But that's what I'm saying. It's like any packaged ball of bullshit, it gets thrown out there and people become these big, huge fans of people. And I don't know, man.
Who that, baby? Who that?
I don't know. I'm upset. I'm upset. The Now Show has really upset me.
It is.
You know, it really
God.
has.
You all right?
Yeah, we're gonna move on. I want to talk about one more thing.
What?
Hockey fights.
Really?
I saw a thing on y'all. Anybody go out
Very,
there?
very hostile this week. Is it?
Yeah,
the
fuck
Now
that.
Show
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
up.
yeah. Everybody can go
these
fuck
energy?
themselves.
Yeah.
Everybody can just
Really?
zoop, just shoot to the
Fuck
moon,
off.
Alice.
Yeah,
You know?
Fuck off.
Yeah. The fuck are we talking about?
Hockey fights.
Hockey fights. Go to Yahoo.
I got half the tooth
Yahoo.com.
because of hockey stick.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, when I was in maybe 6th grade or so. We were playing hockey in the gym. How dumb is that?
Like
We
floor
didn't have
hockey?
ice. Yeah, floor
Floor hockey.
And fucking got whacked right in the face.
With a puck, a stick, an elbow,
Stick.
or
Yeah. cracked my tooth. It was only supposed to be good for about 5 years. Fucker's still stuck
Still
on
going.
there.
I
Yeah.
can see the crack.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see the little line in there. Oh, that's interesting.
And I
When-
guess over time it colors different so that
The black light?
cigarette smoke doesn't stick there.
Does the black light, when you put it under a black light, is it different colors? Like, is there?
I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it probably is.
What
A
about
little
when
dull.
Allie pees on it?
Then
Is
it,
that-
it turns different colors. It's like a mood stone. It tells you actually the temperature of her pee and if she's on any substance.
What a mood is? It's a mood. It's a
And
mood
pregnancy.
tooth. You got a mood tooth.
And when it comes with that fucking line, I'm like, oh.
It's like a pregnancy test.
Yeah.
One line.
It's
for-
multi-purpose too. Like it's all those things: drug test, pregnancy test, mood.
Go on Yahoo.com and just search the
I
first
can
couple
actually
of
even
stories.
test her blood sugar if she has diabetes.
Go on Yahoo.com and look in the first couple of stories. There's a story about, I think it was minor league hockey, where two goalies ended up fighting.
How does that even happen?
Well, you got to skate all the way from one end and
I
meet
got
each other
that,
in
but
the
why
middle.
would you
Yeah.
do that?
Because everybody else is fighting. This is why hockey is the dumbest sport on the planet.
What?
Hockey is a stupid sport. They allow fighting, bro.
To a
That's
certain
so
level.
stupid. No. They allow fighting. So, two goalies got one goalie hit the other
We
goalie.
just talked about UFC and fucking boxing.
Yeah, but that is fighting.
Okay, this
Hockey
is your
is a-
dream baseball game come true, except on ice.
No, because it's the opposite of that. Because the only reason the sport survives is because of the fighting, and it's so stupid and it's barbaric, and I think it's crazy. I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Dude, you need to
Hockey.
go back and do the Now Show acting like a fag.
Do you or do you not like hockey?
I don't care.
Do you like hockey?
I don't know, it's all right. I wouldn't
Fucking
watch
like
it.
hockey or not?
Fuck, it's
Like,
okay. I wouldn't turn it on, but I don't know, I would watch it if somebody else had it on.
Do
I
you-
like it better than NASCAR. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, nobody watches this for the wrecks. Bullshit.
Yeah.
I watch hockey for the fights and to get checked on the ice, and I swear, every once in a while, I want to fucking check somebody into the wall. I think it's funny and entertaining.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I liked about hockey. I went and saw the Brass when they were down here.
Oh.
Just really got a corner fucking seat right by the glass.
The Brass
and
was
the
so
dude
good.
got fucking put right into there. And, dude, the sound it makes, it's like the wrestling ring in there. When you hear it, man, you
Right.
felt something. You were like, oh.
So you
it
do.
intensifies the
So
hit.
what you're saying is you like hockey not
it's
for the
neat.
sport, but you like it for the fucking violence and all of that shit.
No,
Which
the
is why
sport-
it's a
the-
stupid sport.
The sport too, because it's the rug. That dude would be saying football's a stupid sport or soccer's a stupid sport. You're supposed
They
to
don't fight in football.
That's because they fucking pussies now. It ain't even real football, not real football. Like, man, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
do understand
football
what you're
used to
saying.
be rough like that,
Yeah.
but until they had products to sell and they couldn't have a
Well, it's
quarterback.
fucking
that
their
got hurt.
brains up. They're getting cerebral
Man, them dudes'
cortex.
brains been
They're
fucked
getting
up.
cerebral drama.
Yeah, right. It's probably because of fucking alcoholics and drug addicts. It depletes the fucking fluid in your brain. And when you go out there on Sunday and you get hit, you get a concussion because your fluid's drained because you've been out drinking and doing coke all night. Like, no one thinks about that. Like, goddamn.
You're right. I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't
Fuck.
thought about that at all.
What happens when you drink too much? You get dehydrated. When you get dehydrated, your fluid in your brain shrinks. You get fucking headache, feel like
Really?
shit. But then, yeah, then you have them impacts, dude. Like, they're feeling bad for them players. Like, the whole bottom line is the NFL invest in people and they own these players. That's why if a player tries to do something to stand out and make a name for himself,
put their thumb
or
on
they,
him.
yeah, they get
Yeah.
mad. We own you. We own your name. That's why Ocho Cinco changed his name and shit to fuck with the NFL. And then they tell him you can't do that because we already made too many jerseys with your name on it. You don't even own your own name anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think hockey's any different. Football is a disgusting sport, and so many people got into it. It's just like the UFC now.
at least the football has a set of rules that you have to abide by. Yes, there's a lot of violence in it. Hockey is the one that I actually think fucking negatively affects children. Because you do, if you look at
Dude, they northerners. Who cares?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Go on YouTube and look at Pee Wee hockey up north. The kids fight.
Dude, if the fucking Yankees want to beat each other with sticks, you let them Yankees beat each other with sticks. If it takes a puck to go through a goal to win, then so be it.
Well, look, we're
Why
coming.
you don't like that? That's crazy to me. You're talking.
I don't know. For some reason,
you're doing
like-
crazy talk. The problem is you're still upset about the Now Show, and now you're just talking crazy talk about violence and hockey.
No, the problem when I watch it and I watch them fight, I have to turn it off because I think it's mindless and stupid.
Why did they
and,
rip their protective shit off and then fight?
That's the point. Like because
That is dumb.
Because nobody will watch the sport unless there's
Right.
blood spilt everywhere.
Fucking
That's
right.
why in the Olympics they take all that shit out.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah, you notice that in the Olympics there's no fighting.
No, I haven't watched that. There's really no fighting.
Man, no,
That's boring as shit.
because they eject you for multiple games.
That's
and
like
shit.
being in the NBA and no dunking. No dunking in
Well,
there.
it's not exactly the same, but
Fighting's part of the sport. You got to fight to get that puck through the goal. Fuck. I'm about to
right,
punch
well,
you right now.
you know what, maybe this is-
non-violent motherfucker.
this is something we can get back to next week. But
No,
we-
fuck that. That's
we're
dumb.
coming to the end of the show.
We made it without George.
Yeah, we don't need George.
I know.
Like you and I started this thing, we don't need him. Like we could bring some people in here to pee on us, and
Just
we don't
to
need
get a better
George.
camera though. I look fuzzy. Do I look fuzzy?
You don't look fuzzy, you look fine.
What about the new glasses? They're horrible, right?
Let me see. No, I like those glasses.
Do I look like that dude too much from Primus? Boom, boom, boom.
You might look like Promise a little bit. But this weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, the 14th, Zombies Eating Sheep.
Not real music, not real band.
Brawla's
Twist the Line.
birthday at the Twist Salon. I'll be there.
Doors open 8 o'clock. Shows start at 9.
We want y'all all to come out there. Paper Chase, my band, if you want to party all weekend.
Friday night.
Friday night, we had about a month or so off. We're coming back. We'll be at Encore Music Club, formerly known as Legends. Paper Chase will be playing. Come out there and check us out. And then the next night for Brawla's birthday. Not a big fan of Brawla.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
TUC and Revelry,
kind of a
Zombies
bully.
Eat Sheep.
Kind of a bully, but I still
Raise
will.
the death toll.
Yeah, God, what a terrible.
Bayou. Dude,
Bayou, I'll be there
I
to
think
see.
you're really going to be impressed with Brawla also.
No,
Been talking shit about him, but I don't think
Yeah.
you've really seen him. Did you ever see him perform?
Yeah, I did. He didn't have any shoes on.
Yeah, that's odd, but
That's weird. That's dirty.
I don't think
that's
he
weird.
can
That's
find
nonsense.
shoes that fit him.
Just
gonna roll with that.
But look,
They've been freshly peed upon.
we'll be there Saturday. Brawla, happy birthday! I think it
Yeah,
was
man,
actually
happy
today
birthday,
or
yeah.
yesterday.
It's my birthday.
This is actually
Yeah,
something
it's my
that
birthday.
This is actually something that I'm looking forward to go and have some fun with.
I think it's
So,
gonna be a great party, dude.
I really do too.
It's gonna
Saturday
be
night,
hectic as fuck.
Twist Alarm, 8, 9 o'clock. Y'all come out there. Let's hang. And until then, this has been Wine and Cheese. And we'll talk to you then.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. And now this is the uncomfortable part where I gotta. Yeah.
Where you gotta jump up to go turn.